it's Christy here from Sweet Girl Designs. Today I'm here with kind of a different video. This one has 3 inserts and the December 21st layout, so it's a little bit different. Yeah, I was hoping to tackle December 22nd in this video as well, but it just got to be a little bit too long. So one of the inserts that I have in this video is our Christmas card for this year. I did this last year as well because it was similar size, but I'm just going to use my fuse around the card itself and add some sequins. So I added the sequins to the bottom, and then I'm going to fuse the card in the middle there so it's like floating, and then I'm going to fill the rest with sequins. And another insert that I'm doing is this page protector with the 2x2 squares. I mentioned in my video for December 10th that every 10th day or so I will be using the 2x2 pocket page just to kind of add some extra interest and kind of be more consistent throughout. So you saw me kind of counting squares and such there. I saw this idea on Instagram. I'm not sure who it was. I forgot, but they used the 2x2 pockets to spell out the words fa la la. And I really thought that was super cute, so I thought I would do that on this page. So here you can see that I've done all my fusing. I added some sequins to a few of the pockets on the 2x2 page. And now I'm just punching out a bunch of circles with my circle punch. A viewer asked me what size circle punch this is, and I did measure it for her. So I thought I'd share the information with you as well. It is a 2-inch circle punch, so that's perfect. It fits right in the 2-inch squares. And yeah, so I'm just punching the circles out to fill the spaces that will have the letters. And some of the papers come from the 6x6 paper pad, so I have to punch the circle twice to have the pattern on both pages. And some of the patterned paper that I choose are from the 12x12 sheets, so they have a pattern on both sides. So that works out pretty nicely and saves me some work. And so I'm just kind of trying to pick a variety of patterns and use up some scraps. Unfortunately, a lot of the scrap pieces that I have just did not work. They weren't quite big enough. So I went to some of my bigger pieces, and I'm starting to get a little bit worried that I'm not going to have enough paper to complete my album. So yeah. We'll see what happens, but these are the Snow and Cocoa thickers, and they have a really cool font. I really like them a lot, and so I'm just going through and getting the letters for fa la la, and then I'm just going to figure out what to fill the rest of the pockets with, and I dig out my Studio Calico gold glitter hearts and stars, and I just back them, so I just take 2 of the same shaped item and back them together. And it is a little bit bulkier than I would have liked, but I do like the way that it ends up looking. And now I have 2 pockets to continue to fill. And when I flip over the page protector, it looked a little plain. And so I thought I would do something similar on the back side, and I spell out the word bright. And I do like the way it looks. It's a little bit tricky to read, I feel. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I couldn't find the inspiration to see how they laid out their letters, but I feel like it was laid out a little bit differently. So I have 2 extra pockets to fill, and I decide to use some of the acetate that came in the ephemera pack. I've been having a really difficult time using the acetate pieces, so I decide to use them in the pockets. So what I did was I trimmed out a 2x2 square of paper, and then I just laid the acetate on top so that I could see what part of the acetate piece I needed, and I just trimmed it out. Alright, so those were 2 of my inserts. This is the 3rd and final insert for this video. On this day, we did some art with a friend of mine, and I also went to a movie later in the afternoon. Or sorry, later in the evening. And I didn't have any photos from when we went to the movie, but I did want to include it in the album. So I decided to pull out this Simple Stories page protector. It's a 4x6 size, and if you've seen my Florida mini album, which I posted, I believe, back in March or April, I use these throughout the album, so I just had some left over. I was going to use a 4x4 page protector, but the holes didn't really match up. These ones did. I am going to have to punch 2 extra holes to get to include so it fits in the binder, I guess, because it will hit 4 of the rings in the 6-ring binder. So no big deal. That'll look pretty good, I think, and it gets the memory in there. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. I just go on and on sometimes. So I found this sheet in the 6x6 paper pad. I really do not like this pattern at all, so I picked it knowing that most of it would be covered up. I layer a scrap piece of this pink pattern paper and then like a little branding strip size of the plaid paper. I printed out the movie poster using my Instax photo printer. So we went to see Collateral Beauty. It's a really good movie. In printing the photo, I noticed that on Rotten Tomatoes, it did not get very good reviews, but I really enjoyed it. It is extremely sad, and I cried the whole time, but I really do enjoy movies like that. So if that's kind of your thing, then I think you'd enjoy it. I am layering some of the gold glitter washi along with 2 ticket stickers from the sticker sheet. I added the date stamp and a little bit of handwritten journaling along with some movie tickets, and that is pretty much it. Just a little insert just documenting the event, nothing too major. Another paper in the 6x6 pad that I had not yet used was this cut apart sheet paper, and I thought I would just leave it just as is, just to back the insert, and I like the way it looks. I just made sure that I wasn't cutting off any words or animals' heads or things like that, and got it in the album. So that's the last insert. And now finally we are on to December 21st. So this is like the front and back, I guess, of this page protector, along with that 6x8 sheet with my daughter's footprints on there. So I'm just going to tackle the front side. I used another acetate piece just in that one pocket that says Joy, and then I'm adding the date stamp to this 3x4 just so that it's obvious that it's the same day. And I was going to add the stamp to the bottom of the card, but then realized that when flipping the insert, you'd be able to see the date twice, and I didn't really like that, so I made sure to stamp it up at the top. Add a chipboard tree sticker and a white tree from the sticker sheet, and I was using the enamel dots to be kind of like ornaments, but then decided I didn't really like the way that looked, so I switch it up a bit and just scatter the enamel dots all over the place and add my journaling. And I'm just going to use, again, these teeny tiny little scrap pieces to add my embellishments. I'm so glad that I've been saving all these little pieces because like I said, I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to have enough paper to complete my album, so I'm just making the best of every little piece. I add a sticker from Pretty Little Studio that says Christmas, and then I'm using these Pink Fresh Studio thickers or alphas to spell the word art, so it says Christmas art. So like I said, on this day we went to my friend's house. She has 2 girls almost in the exact same ages as Nora and Adeline, and we did some Christmas art. So there's a photo there. It was a 4x6. And I just trimmed it down, cut it in half so that it fit in the page protector. And yeah, so that's the art that we did. It has the 2 girls' footprints. So Mine has Nora and Adeline's feet, and my friend's obviously has her two daughters' footprints. And it says, "'Twas the night before Christmas, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." Oh no, you know this saying. When all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. So when we were doing the art, I brought a piece of cardstock because I knew I wanted to include it in my album. So I did some extra footprints while we had the paint going, and stamped that on there as well. I had this piece from a chipboard frame, so I thought I would just fill some of the white space at the top there. And so I layered in behind a piece of pattern paper along with the chipboard piece, and I really struggled to cut it, so it's a little wonky, but I'm hoping to fix it once I get to the other side. I add a vellum sticker there that says "Capture the Magic" and some enamel dots. And now I'm just adding a 3x4 card just to fill that extra pocket. And I leave this one blank. At the time I really liked it, how it looked. Now I'm feeling like it's a little bit plain, so I might go back and add something, but I'm just going to leave it for now. My plan is when my album is complete, I will look at what supplies I have left over and just go through and just try to use them up throughout the album. So, like I said, I'll just see what I have left, and if I have something left that will fit on that tree card, then I'll add it then. I'm just using some scraps to create some flags on that photo and adding some journaling left over from the journaling on the front, and it just says Nora and Kyla, so I add that on there with my glue stick, and that's pretty much it for this page. So a little bit of a different video. My album is getting quite thick. I have 10 days left, and some of them are the bigger days, right? Like New Year or Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, on Boxing Day we went to my husband's family's house, so there's quite a bit of photos from that. So yeah, there's still quite a bit to do. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate all your likes, comments. I love hearing from you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!